Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. If Kody Brown, who stars on Sister Wives, has been fired by TLC, then what? The majority of fans would not be bothered by this. Nevertheless, given that he is a main personality on the show, this would be a significant move on the part of TLC. His audience does not have a strong fondness for him and despises watching him on the screen. It is possible that a greater number of people would enjoy the show if they were to make him leave. There is a lot to unfurl and unearth when it comes to this. Keep reading to find out more about this issue. Kody Brown gets slammed by fans for every episode. Kody Brown once had 4 wives. It was in this location where Sister Wives first began. On the other hand, in recent years, he has been abandoned by all of his spouses, with the exception of one. Robyn is the only one still with him. However, for a time now, fans have not been able to stand Kody. They have the impression that he is a narcissist, and the manner in which he interacts with other people does not leave anyone impressed. Kody was slammed for the entirety of the last season of Sister Wives. Did TLC dump him from Sister Wives? There has been a rumor going around that TLC dumped Kody Brown from Sister Wives. However, that rumor is not accurate. Regardless, many would love to see Kody removed from the show. I would watch without these two, and actually not be angry. I'm done after this last season. I can't stand TLC does not call out these two liars when it's all on film. They play us for idiots. Show forage every time these two fools contradict themselves. Would anyone seriously watch yet another season if the main plotline is the 3 divorces from 2 to 4 years ago? It was too terrible to witness Kody and Robyn acting like their son's funeral was a vacation. So horrible. All about him. He has severe mental illness. I can't watch if he is on. Would love to watch the rest of them. I think they all need to find happiness in their new life away from the cameras. Ha ha ha. Everyone has moved on in one way or another, except for Kody and Robyn, who are trying to rewrite history. It seems the rumors flying around right now are just not real. The story is clickbait and not true. As of right now, Kody Brown is still a part of Sister Wives, which implies Robyn Brown is too. While viewers are not the pleased about Kody still being on the show, they get it owing to his being the major star of the show. However, many are fed up with Kody and Robyn and are not going to watch much longer if they are still on the show. What do you think about this? Are you mad they are still on the show? Or relieved? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your comments on this scenario. Meri Brown wanted the man, but she also wanted the family. The Sister Wives star ultimately thought she had neither, though. When Meri, the mother of 29-year-old Leon Brown, initially arrived to Flagstaff, Arizona, with her then-husband Kody Brown and his 3 other wives, she stated, "I had that cute little playground," in the April 20th episode of the TLC series. She was close to Robyn Brown, Kody's 4th wife, and was still spiritually married to him at the time. Additionally, the mother of 5, who has 2 children, ages 9 and 13, Solomon and Ariella, mentioned bringing her youngest to play at Meri's house. "I was really looking forward to it," Meri added. And that happened very rarely before COVID even hit. Even after staying at home and keeping a 6-foot distance from Kody and Robyn's quarantine squad became the norm, Meri said, "I had plenty of outdoor space, and I took all the precautions." That being said, she was on the outs with them. "We were doing online school, and after the first year or so, she was traveling a little. And so we really struggled to sort of get our schedules lined up," she said in the April 20th episode, "but I am aware that we both wished we had more time to see one another." Meri just had a more if they wanted to they would mentality. In reference to her tight friendship with Robyn, which started as soon as the divorced lady joined the family in 2010, Meri said, "I had this bond with her," adding, "and I'm now wondering, why tell me that you want to have a relationship with me and then ghost me for months and months and months? Why can't I visit your home and see your children when COVID is in effect and I'm abiding by all the rules? What's stopping you from coming over to my place so the kids can play in the yard?" To put it another way, she would pretend to be your best friend before ignoring you entirely and hurting your feelings. That's just absurd. In the words of Meri's best friend Jen Sullivan, be an a-hole or don't. But according to Robyn, she really made an effort to maintain a friendship with her sister's wife. Robyn remarked, "I never felt a divide other than when she moved, and I always had Mary's back, even when people were ignoring her and plotting against her." Things changed at that point. After that, she made a shift. Because Mary officially ended his 3-decade marriage to Kody and relocated 300 miles to Utah, leaving his only surviving wife in the rearview mirror, Robyn demanded. Soon after Mary moved, I reached out to her and I said, "The next time you're in town, let's hang out, let's go do something," Robyn recounted. And she very directly said, "I don't know how to be friends with my ex-husband's wife." And that was really hard for me. "At that point, I did not know how to be a friend with my ex-husband's wife," Mary stated, "and I think that there are a lot of conversations that we would have to have before we did that." This does not indicate that Mary was unwilling to work hard. And those discussions were probably going to be rather uncomfortable. "I'm not convinced that she would be fully honest with me," stated Mary, "and I'm not convinced that the things I would say to her, she would be very happy with." Mary acknowledged that things with Kody and Robyn are awkward, but she's not opposed to experiencing some growing pains. "She was a terrific friend, or at least I thought she was," Mary said, "and some part of me does kind of regret the relationship that we had because I thought we were really close. However, other things that have happened throughout the years have left me wondering, but were we though, because we ought to have been able to stick it out if we were." She continues to leave that door slightly ajar. "I'm not saying that there couldn't be trust built," responded Mary. "It would have to take a lot of hard conversations. There might be some apologies as well." Robyn said, "I don't think she wants a relationship. I was really hurt when I heard that she was publicly berating me and making fun of me to her friends. Thus, I'm not sure. I suppose that's simply something I have to cope with." However, Mary doesn't think their relationship is over. She remarked, "I understand that she likely experiences a great deal of sorrow and anguish over the end of our relationship. I also feel that it involves a great deal of grief, pain, and rage. That's what I hope for," Mary continued, alluding to their years-long shared history. "If we could get to a place where we can just interact without it being weird, that would be awesome." Continue reading to see the family's honest opinions on anything from envy to their combined money. Mary has also disclosed other things this season besides the truth about her argument with Robyn. Mary Brown claims that she had optimism for their union because of Kody Brown. In reference to their 2018 move, Mary Brown stated in the September 15th premiere that he led me to believe that he would work on things by saying, "Oh, Mary, when we move to Flagstaff, this will be a good time to have a new beginning for us." Despite Kody Brown's declaration shortly after their 1990 vows that he was ready to divorce Mary Brown, his first wife. He has been doing this for a very long time. Her main issue, she said, is his lack of communication and how he really felt and what he really wanted or what he really didn't want and the story that he's been telling for all these years. Kody also acknowledged the possibility of mixed messages, but only because he continued, "I'm like, why would I do this? I would not court and date her now," he said as he started working on assignments. Anyway, Mary's friends were thrilled when she eventually ended things in early 2023. They say, "All right, we're backing you and here for you. And it's about damn time," she said, adding that he had been trying to persuade her to leave him for years by saying he didn't love her. "Because if he can push me out and I leave, he's not the bad guy because he didn't walk away," she said. Kody Brown was looking to sell Coyote Pass. Years after the family had purchased the 14-acre plot of land in Flagstaff, Arizona, on which they planned to build, Kody stated in the season premiere that he was willing to let the idea die. According to Robyn Brown, his surviving wife, "I'd almost rather scrap it or sell it and then just start again somewhere else." He was unable to build without paying the full $820,000 price tag, which the family allegedly did in 2023. Regarding Robyn, she stated, "I can't talk about that. That is so not where I'm at." Janelle Brown left Kody Brown for this reason. The second wife, Janelle Brown, had previously told E! News that we just kind of started to grow apart, but she ultimately left due to Kody's inadequacies as a parent to a number of their children. The big spark for me was when his relationship broke down with my children and he didn't seem like he would move heaven and earth to fix it. And I thought, okay, that was what was really holding me here, the mother said to Logan Brown, Madison Brown Brush, Hunter Brown, Garrison Brown, Gabriel Brown, and Savannah Brown. I don't know how I would ever reconcile with him and have him not have a relationship with my kids, Janelle said, refusing to even entertain the idea of reconciliation when Kody raised it in the November 3rd episode. No, I'm going to always choose my kids. According to Kody Brown, he has been excommunicated by his own family. That was Kody's excuse for not making a greater effort to resolve his issues with some of his adult children. He lamented, "I don't fit in the family anymore," in the September 15th episode. He and Robyn are raising 5 children together: Dayton Brown, Aurora Brown, Brianna Brown, Solomon Brown, and Ariella Brown. He also mentioned that he has occasional relationships with some of the other children. What should I do with all of this? I ask myself. It's not a family-like atmosphere. Robyn and Kody Brown's marriage was in a precarious state. Despite being completely monogamous for the first time in their 14-year marriage, Robyn said in the season 19 premiere that it's been tough between us. We're probably doing the worst we've ever done in our marriage. He isn't sure if he or one of the other women is to blame. I believe Kody is looking at me and asking, "Are you going to reject me too?" because he is experiencing a lot of rejection. "I'm on my toes," she revealed, adding that the worst part was that there's no resource to help with the idea that I'm still married to a man who's going through divorces. I have to constantly check to make sure he isn't ruining our connection. I can't look in the mirror and say, "Hey dude," Kody revealed. "I love you." Kody was going through a confidence problem. "They're all moving on," Robyn remarked in the October 27th episode, "and I feel like the idiot that got left behind." Robyn found it hard to watch her former sister wives enjoy their new period. Madison Brush is silent about her dad. Add Madison, Janelle's eldest daughter, to the list of kids Kody isn't seeing right now. Janelle explained during the premiere, "I am aware that Maddie has not spoken to her father. She's not called him, and she doesn't have any relationship with Robyn. She has essentially dismissed both of them. The issue, according to Janelle, is Kody's precarious relationship with Maddie's kids, Axel, Evangeline, and Josephine. She doesn't really want him to have any contact unless he can commit to it." Consequently, Janelle disclosed in the September 22nd episode that when the family started to really dissolve, Kody did sort of cut off communication with Maddie and her husband, Caleb Brush, whose sister was married to Kody's brother. Since Kody hasn't been calling or visiting, Maddie has been mama bear to the extreme, Janelle added. She feels like it's probably better if they don't know about him until he can be consistent and show up and not be dramatic. Robyn went on to say that although she has been pressuring Kody to make amends, "I think the kids should be doing the same thing, too." But for the time being, Kody doesn't appear ready to patch things up, lamenting that every time he talked to his daughter, it was a fish for gossip, and I got tired of it. Kody Brown once said that he had never really loved Mary Brown. Kody said that he had previously claimed that he had never loved his ex-wives, which is contrary to the idea that love should be increased rather than lessened. During the June 15th one-on-one program, he stated that he was suffering from them trashing him, saying, "It's more of like a knee-jerk reaction," adding, "I was deep in the throes of reactionary vitriol for the past 3 years." According to him, this is the reason he implied to Mary that he had never truly loved her during their anniversary party. Mary revealed the chat to a friend in a September 2024 episode, adding that she was positive he loved her. Leon Brown's mother questioned him in a confessional about why he never proposed if he didn't. Why would a single young man choose to marry a single young woman and simply declare and compel love for her when he didn't feel any feelings for her? She thought, "How unkind is that? I chose you to attempt to force myself to love for the next 32 years, he said, picking me out of a crowd. As Kody put it in his own confessional, "Oh, Mary has her little accusations now." But they never enjoyed their honeymoon, he would concede. He insisted, "This marriage was on the rocks the entire marriage," on the October 20th show. "How would I know that?" He said, "Leadership will never allow you to marry again if you're discarding wives, but he stayed out of fear because his relationships with Janelle, Christine, and Robyn were so much better. Kody Brown was threatened with legal action by Janelle Brown. Paying off the Arizona property was the first step, but Janelle wasn't sure if she wanted to build on Coyote Pass or just sell it. In the September 22nd episode, she told her ex-sister wife Christine Brown, "I think I'm going to have to lawyer up because Kody wouldn't talk to her about it, because I think that's the only way I'm ever going to get any kind of decision out of him." Furthermore, Janelle acknowledged that, in the event that she and Kody are not legally married, I really have no legal rights to make any kind of claim on Kody's property. As she put it, "It's not like I'm just calling a lawyer and saying I need to divorce this person." No, there isn't a legal marriage, which makes things quite difficult. Kody Brown is accused of providing his other wives with access to personal data. Kody says he didn't talk to Janelle about their property in Arizona because he no longer trusted her. He insisted during a confessional in the September 22nd episode that we will pay off the property when the time comes, adding, "And I'm not giving you any details about what I'm doing or whatever, because I'm tired of disclosing information that goes through the gossip mill of our broken family." Janelle called it a bit of a pot calling the kettle black in her own interview. Her comments, "He leaks like a sieve. He told me stuff about his other relationships and his other wives that I was like, I don't think you're supposed to be telling me that." Robyn Brown used family money to buy her home. When the family's love was still developing rather than waning, they used to invest all of their money in a single pot. That's how it always worked until the last 10 or so years. Janelle stated in the September 22nd episode, "We would use all the resources to help one person, then we would all rally to support the other person. Suddenly, it's about my estate, even though everyone needs their own estate." When Robyn needed a place to live, they all helped buy her a $1.65 million 5-bedroom property in Arizona that was listed for sale this past August. Robyn stated that the intention was for it to be advantageous to the family, but when Janelle suggested that they all sign the mortgage, Kody was like, No, we need to protect Robyn's estate," Janelle recalled. Since she is leaving the family, Janelle added, she would like her portion of the Coyote Pass earnings, "And I'd like to recoup some of the money I put into Robyn's house. It can be difficult to sell it, though. We were working together for so long," Robyn explained. "It's like, how do you calculate that?" After Janelle said she owed them money, they said, "It's so confusing." The financial management of Kody Brown was questioned by Janelle Brown. Kody claimed that a large portion of his money was used to purchase cars, basically had a fleet, and insurance for the children. Janelle voiced her frustration about the family's inability to pay off Coyote Pass, saying that Kody had all these other debts. Despite this, she has witnessed him acquire other possessions, including trailers and home furnishings, saying, "I see all the art on their walls," referring to Robyn and Kody's home. "I have money and have spent it on things, so that's okay. Her backyard used to always wow me with its beauty. It was finished. Additionally, there was always stuff at her place. And I thought, wow. Huh." Janelle continued, although acknowledging that she had no clue how Kody and Robyn handled their money. Finally, that issue weakened her, and she said, "I think after a while, I began to see it, and my kids were getting very angry about it, like my adult children. He doesn't prioritize what I need or what I want. Like, Mom, what the hell?" In contrast, Robyn believed that she was exceedingly frugal after her first marriage failed. In the episode that aired on September 22nd, she disclosed, "I used to be not so great with money." She said of her fellow sister wives, "You just must have had a different priority of where your money was going to go than I did. That's all." She had experienced hardships as a child, but following her divorce, she discovered how to budget herself extremely effectively.